I've decided that I'm gonna restart the Dreamland Billionaire series by Lauren Asher. I started this series last year and I DNF'd the first book because I felt like the Sunshine character, whatever her name is, she was just a little childish in my opinion. But people said that if you don't like the first book, there's a chance you will probably like the second and the third book still. I've read some of Lauren Asher's other books in her, I think it's the Collided series, and I liked it. I loved the writing style, I loved the romance aspect of it. So we're gonna give the Dreamland Billionaire series a second shot. And I've convinced myself, since I have no plans for the next 24 hours, that I can read all 3 books in 24 hours. But first I'm gonna need some coffee. How did I forget that I owned these? This is not very reader crochet girl of me. I got these for free from a friend as a bit and I just found them in my truck console. No, this can't be. I'm taking them off, getting coffee. Let's go. Can I just get a large cold brew? Thank you. Have a good day. My truck is so loud. We're gonna start with the fine print. The cover of this on Kindle Unlimited is a real person. We know how we feel about that. Let's see if it opens up to where I ended last time. Oh, it is. It's going to. I got 16% into it. My take from what I read so far is there is this girl who works at Disneyland. She works in like the hair salon area. That MMC, he's one of the owners. Something. Rich guy. Dreamland Billionaires. You getting it? She gets drunk one night and applies to be like a designer or something like that. And she gets the promotion. That's kind of where I ended off. We're not gonna listen to Russian pops. We're gonna listen to German rap. She's different. She's weird. She's not like other girls. This actually hits so hard. I feel Rowan before I see him. My neck tingles and I look over my shoulder to find his eyes piercing my back like he wants to stab it. Ugh, he hates her as if. Grumpy MMC. For some unknown reason, I like helping you. I think they're gonna fall in love, guys. I need to stop being so sour. I gotta look at some fan art. I need to know what these people are supposed to look like. Can you hear my chickens? I hope you cannot. They're extra noisy this morning. I can hear them almost through my headphones when I hit pause on my music. The fine print. What are you two supposed to look like? Oh my gosh, she's adorable. Wait, this makes me like her more. I love her. What does he look like? Ooh, we're gonna pretend I didn't see that picture because... Oh, okay. Who made this fan art? Who did it? This fan art kind of makes me want to tear up. It's so beautiful. You know, I like the idea of a grumpy man, but if I'm being completely honest, if I had to interact with someone like this, I would cry. Wait a minute. Miss Sunshiny is not being so sunshiny. Maybe I did need to give it a little bit longer last time. He goes, if you talk to me like that in front of anyone again, she cuts him off. Let me guess, you'll fire me? It's a bit predictable for my taste, but I respect it since you're the man in charge. That's my girl. If I would have given it like 5 more pages, I would have gotten to this part, and then I probably wouldn't have DNF'd it. I read ahead! God! I need to stop doing that. Ugh! What the f is going on? We're only 18% into the book. Oh, I forgot this book was dual POV. Thank you, Jesus. I think I need to get a job at Disneyland. Why am I so emotional today? Like, why do my eyes keep watering? This isn't even sad. He just bought pencils to draw for her. Who told this man drawing is a useless hobby? Real men don't draw. Who did it? Who did it? Which one of you did it? I'm gonna come to your house. I'm gonna fork it. You ever heard of forking it? Worse than TPing it, because I'm gonna shove forks all through your lawn. Or maybe I'll just buy a bunch of frozen corn dogs and go stab them in your lawn. Real men don't draw. Get a life. He is, oh, his father. It was his father. Listen, Daddy-o, I'm gonna corn dog your house. I want someone to be afraid to breathe while being so close to me. I don't reply because I'm afraid to breathe while this close to her. I want my presence to startle someone so much where they struggle to breathe. Maybe even pass out. For some godforsaken reason, I'm suffering from some kind of physical ailment in her presence. Yeah, you are. As you should. As you should. As you should. They went bowling and Rowan showed up an hour ago with custom ball and shoes. You're joking. No, because I can't. If this man has his own bowling shoes and a custom ball, I don't think I can do it. This has to be some kind of sick joke. Your wrist is twisting right before you throw it. And you're a bowling expert all of a sudden? He shrugs. I played varsity. Whoa there, cowboy. Oh my god, wait, now he's embarrassed. Okay, I take everything back. I hate when people feel embarrassed. He's embarrassed. I take it back. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I take it back. Bowling's so cool. I think it's just the principle of things. Like, you know how they say, like, I'm joking. I was kidding. I think bowling's so cool. It honestly, here I am backtracking. I think it's so fun. I've actually won the last bowling little competition I had with my friends. I'm sorry, Rowan. This is my formal apology. I didn't mean to make fun of you for bowling. Your stomach grumbles even louder. My blood turns to lava. You, hunger! I'm 50% into the book. And I'm liking it. I think I just DNF'd it at the wrong time last year when I started it. My first impression was very much Disney adult, this girl has no backbone vibes, but that's really not the case. I mean, she definitely has a backbone and she speaks up for herself, which I really love to see. It's just really sweet and wholesome, and it is making me giggle a lot. Oh my god, guys, he's crying! He's crying. He is crying. This man is such a goner. Oh my god. God, the third act breakup is gonna hit me. I've lost track of what's important. That's the third act breakup that I'm getting right now. Are you freaking kidding me? I'm so angry with him. Let me just say, I haven't even gotten to the part where she's forgiven him yet, but I know, you know, this is a romance book. It's gonna happen. These people in romance books are so forgiving. I am not that forgiving. I am so independent. I know I am totally okay alone. This is very unhealthy. I'm not saying do this, but I will drop somebody like a fly, okay? If you did this shit to me, I would either take forever to forgive you, but I have a feeling she's not gonna take forever to forgive him, or we would never see or speak to each other ever again. You would have to grovel. His hand brushed across her hair, not him kissing her forehead. I would punch him in the throat. And done. Now it's time to read terms and conditions. Let's give a rating first. I rate this book 3 stars. If I didn't read so many books, I think it would be even better to me. But because I read so many books, it just didn't stand out to me too much, but I can see how people love this book. Does that all make sense? It was just not my favorite. Just kind of kept getting bored and like skimming through a little bit of it. Now time to download terms and conditions. I don't own the first 2 books. I bought the 3rd book when it came out a few months ago because the cover of it is just absolutely gorgeous. The covers of the first 2 are also really cute. Terms and conditions. If I end up liking terms and conditions, then I will just go buy these 2 books because then I can put them on my shelf with the 3rd one. If I don't like terms and conditions though, then I probably won't buy them. It is 1 o'clock. Started reading the fine print this morning. I took so many breaks, but I'm still shocked that I finished it that quickly. I want to finish terms and conditions before the end of the day. And then tomorrow we're gonna read the 3rd one. So we're gonna do it all in 24 hours. I'm getting this done. Change of outfit and change of scenery. I heard terms and conditions was the best book in the series. We'll see. A lot of people on Instagram said that even if I don't like the first one, they really think I'm gonna like the second one because it's the best or whatever, so I'm really excited. I do know this one is fake marriage because Declan has to be married. That's like a part of his grandfather's rules or something. I love a good marriage of convenience. I eat that up. I knew this was gonna happen. Why am I shocked? Why am I shocked? The fact that she says he blinks and it makes her unsettled. He blinked twice. He never blinks twice. I would do this. I would literally fake marry someone. Who needs a fake wife? I'm really funny. For the plot, you know? I love living in Texas. You hear someone f***ing their lawn and gunshots off in the distance. He is 12 years older than her. I'm 23. So he would be like me being Iris, you know? He'd be 35. Girl. The bar is in hell because I just started giggling. I wish I would have been recording when he told her thank you. She is literally marrying this man and dealing with all this bullshit, and he says thank you, and I'm like, Heather, come on. Come on. She goes, how does it feel to have someone in your space? Declan says, loud. Iris goes, imagine how you'll feel once you have a child running around here and screaming. He says, I'll invest in a bark collar. He really is giving us nothing so far. I am 63 pages into the book and Declan has given me nothing. Nothing. I honestly didn't expect them to get engaged and married so freaking soon. I didn't expect it to be so fast-tracked. I thought there would be a little bit of a build-up, but no, it happened within like 10 pages. I love Iris's Nana and her mom. Her Nana saying his intestines would make a good winter scarf. She's been on a mafia kick lately. I really like this family. We're like 22% into the book and I feel like there's literally been chapters from his POV, but I still feel like I know nothing about him other than he just doesn't react or do anything really. He's supposed to be super grumpy, but he really is just there. He's flirting with her? Thank God, 20% into the book. Normally, I love grumpy men, but Declan's kind of scaring me. He's really grumpy. He kind of reminds me of a rich, grumpy version of Rhodes from All Roads Lead Here. Rhodes like showed no emotion for the longest time and I really was like, does he even like her? I'm getting the same vibes with Declan, except he's the billionaire, rich Disneyland version. I'm grabbing onto the littlest things to like this man. I'm gonna punch him in the face. I am going to punch Declan in the face. I see why your past relationships failed. Are you kidding me? Like, dumb. I'm 40% through the book. Nothing has happened yet. Nothing. There's nothing going on between them at all. The enemies are kind of enemy and I guess they're not really enemies. It really is Grumpy Sunshine. And I haven't read a legit Grumpy Sunshine book in a while, so I think my brain is just trying to process it. Like, he is genuinely a grump. He is a full-on feeling violent towards him. It's quite hilarious, actually. The one thing all these grumpy men have in common is that they genuinely need to be coddled. Like, they need to be spoon and bottle fed. And they get their feelings hurt so easily. She says she wants to build her own house. She wants to do her own DIY. And he's like, is my house not good enough for you? And she's like, no, you have a very nice house. And he's like, ugh, not nice enough. And she goes, is he actually offended by my comments? And she goes, Declan is the kind to get offended by anything. He really is. These grumpy men, they need to be bottle fed. To get the baby food out and feed them with a baby spoon. And tuck them in at night, burrito style. I fell asleep last night reading, 80% through it though. Thoughts so far are it's definitely better than the first book in my opinion. I do normally love the Grumpy Sunshine trope, but I just feel like Declan's switch to being in love with Iris was just so out of the blue and out of nowhere. Like, it is dual POV and I feel like it was mentioning he was mentioning a little bit that he felt something for her, but then there was just one chapter he was like, we're doing this, and he just made like this like complete 180, and it didn't necessarily blindside me, but I was just like, whoa, let's like ease into this a little more. So that kind of caught me not by surprise, but I was just like, I needed a little bit more depth into that and a little more build up for him to start recognizing his feelings that he's been shoving down, instead of just one chapter being like, I think I'm in love with you, let's do this. I love Iris's character so much. The fact that she punched his dad in the face really just made my life. I think I hate this man right now. Listen, these girls are a lot more forgiving than me. I would kick this man in the balls and never be seen again. We're supposed to be a team. We are, but every team has a leader, and it's not you. I trusted your shitty plan and you failed, so don't lecture me on trust when you're the one to blame for my father being here in the first place. If you were as good as at your job as you say you are, none of this would have ever happened. Declan, you, man. Actually, as the great Julia Fox said, men, and not men. Men. I'm very curious to see how this plays out. Listen, if these men were poor, they would not put up with this bullshit. Zara in the first book, Iris in this one. If these men were not filthy rich. Okay. I don't forgive him, but Iris's mom did say something. She said, but you need to understand that couples fight. It's a part of any healthy relationship. That doesn't mean the other person should ever talk down to you or intentionally hurt you. But people make mistakes. This isn't going to be the first or last time Declan says something he doesn't mean in the heat of the moment. But so long as he is sorry, and I mean truly sorry, then you need to learn how to forgive him. What do we think about this? I think obviously if it's going to be a repeat action, then cut him out. But that did make me want to. God, I'm just so bad at forgiving people. I really am. Oh my God, wait, he's going to get her a dog? Get it together. He goes into the shelter. I'm looking for a big fluffy dog that has separation anxiety. The lady goes, that's oddly specific. Listen, the only thing that truly sucks about marrying an older man, like in this case, Iris is my age. She's 23, 24, and he's like 35, going on 36. He's probably gonna die a lot quicker than you. And done. Now the question is, do I want to read Final Offer on my Kindle, or do I want to read it on the book because I own the book? I'm gonna rate the second book 3 stars. I liked it a smidge better than I liked the first one. There's just something about the characters that aren't doing it for me. I've really liked the FMCs, but the MMCs just aren't, they're not for me. They just weren't giving me any good vibes, and I really just got manipulative billionaire from both of them. And I know that's what they're supposed to give, and we're supposed to think like, oh, but they love her, they're gonna do everything for her. I don't know. I don't know about them. 583 pages. Yeah, I'm gonna read this on my Kindle. Okay, so what I'm gathering from this book, Lana lives on Cal's grandfather's old lake house property that he gave to her, and Cal came to this property to sell it. But Lana's like, no, this is my home. And Cal's like, no, it's not. Is this his child? Not him passing out. The start of this book is good. It already has my attention. Here, mister, for your boo-boo. Oh my God, I love the kid. Whose child is this? I love the name Callahan. Love it so much, would name my future child Callahan. I don't know what it is about it. It's just like so old man, but also like Cal. Oh, so cute. Cal has a cat named Merlin. He's got the personality of a golden retriever. Yeah, a rabid one. Cal, you're really breaking my heart here, buddy. Declan and Rowan used to call Cal Space Cadet Cal because he would drift off and forget where he was until someone would tug him back to reality. That is me. Oh no, her house has asbestos. How do you say that? Asbestos? Oh no. She has to move into the guest house with Cal? Oh God. Forced proximity. Pack your bags because you and Cammy are staying with me at the guest house. Oh God. Oh no. I'm 50% through the book right now, and I think this is going to be my favorite out of all 3 of them. And I normally don't like second chance romance books, so that's saying a lot. It's just written really well, and the storyline is super good. I think I just love Cal though. I really like Cal's character and I want nothing but happiness for him. And healing. Oh, I want him to be sober so bad. He is a rabid golden retriever. A rabid golden retriever. Like really concerned about the end of this book. It's making me so anxious because he hasn't told her about his inheritance. And I'm just really scared for the third act breakup because the third act breakup in the second one was just unbearable. I finished the final offer last night. I'm gonna rate this one 4.5 stars. I read it so quickly, not just because I was trying to read the entire series in 24 hours, I just couldn't put it down. So the way Lauren Asher handled addiction in this book, it broke my heart, which means it was wonderfully written. Overall, I give the series 3.5 stars. The first 2 books, if I wasn't trying to get through this entire series, I don't know if I would have actually read them all the way through, just because I have so many other books on my TBR that I know will be amazing. So as someone who doesn't read as much as I do, they'll probably be really great books, but because I read so freaking much, I have a lot to compare to. So they were all right. This one, worth it. Lauren Asher is coming out with another spin-off series, like, what is it called? Lakefront Billionaires or something like that, and it's gonna be, I think, a few of the characters who made cameos in this as like the rich people trying to buy properties around the lake or whatever. There's gonna be books about them. I feel like I'll like that a lot more because I'm not really a Disneyland type person, so maybe that's why I wasn't absolutely obsessed with the first 2. I just didn't care to hear about Dreamworld at all. Their grandfather really did set them all up for success. If it wasn't for the Kane brothers' grandfather, they would be some miserable bastards. He really did know what he was doing when he was writing that will. Oh my god, it fits like perfectly in here. Wait, the color scheme is absolutely gorgeous. I don't love having this pink one all the way down here. That's things we hide from the light, but I have to put it next to things we never got over. Maybe when I accumulate more pink books, I'll separate them. But the way it flows, ignore the pink one. All the way into green. We have a little bit of white break up in the middle here. Love. Alrighty, that's all for real now. Goodbye.
Let's get out of here.
Hey, darling.